The flashing red and blue lights fade in your rearview mirror. The officer has handed back your license and registration, issued a warning or a ticket, and returned to their cruiser. You drive away, your heart rate slowly returning to normal, a mix of relief, annoyance, and residual adrenaline coursing through you. You might call a friend, head straight home, or continue to your destination, filing the event away as a minor, if stressful, life interruption. But in that moment, you have just made a critical mistake. You have failed to do the single most important, powerful, and protective thing any person can do after an encounter with law enforcement, no matter how routine it seemed. As a lawyer who has represented countless clients facing charges that began with a simple traffic stop, I can tell you with absolute certainty that the landscape of your life can be irrevocably altered from that seemingly mundane interaction. What you do in the golden hour that follows is the difference between being a passive subject of the state's record-keeping and an active defender of your own future. It is the cornerstone of preserving your rights, your driving privileges, your finances, and your freedom. This is not hyperbole. It is the hard-won truth from decades inside courtrooms. The one thing you must do, without exception, is this: immediately and meticulously memorialize the entire encounter in a detailed, contemporaneous record. This act is your first and best line of defense. It transforms hazy memory into credible evidence. It turns your word into a documented timeline. It is the foundation upon which any successful legal challenge is built. This book, spanning the depth and breadth of this crucial practice, will explain not only how to create this record, but, more importantly, why it is the most consequential legal step you can take as a private citizen. We will move from the psychological mechanics of memory to the intricate procedures of traffic court and criminal law, arming you with the knowledge to protect yourself in a system where the official report is often granted an assumption of accuracy you cannot afford to accept. Part 1. The fragility of the present. Why memory alone is a trap. The human brain is not a video recorder. It is an interpretative organ, constantly filtering, prioritizing, and reconstructing events based on emotion, bias, and subsequent information. A traffic stop is a high-stress event. Your body is in a mild state of fight or flight. Stress hormones like cortisol actively impair the function of the hippocampus, the brain's primary engine for forming detailed, factual memories. You are focused on the officer's instructions, the location of your documents, and your own anxiety. Peripheral details, the exact sequence of questions, the specific wording used, the precise time spans, are the first casualties. Furthermore, memory is subject to contamination. When you read the officer's citation or report days or weeks later, that document can overwrite your own recollection. This is called post-event information effect, a well-documented psychological phenomenon. The official narrative becomes the de facto truth in your mind. Your own unique perspective, which may contain crucial exculpatory details, vanishes. The police officer, by contrast, is a professional witness. Their job is to observe and document. They undergo training in report writing. They may have made discrete audio notes during or immediately after the stop. They will, at the end of their shift, compile a formal report. That report is not a neutral transcript. It is a document crafted to support a legal conclusion, whether a violation occurred. It will emphasize facts that establish probable cause and may omit details that are benign or favorable to you. The system inherently trusts this professional documentation over your fallible, unsupported memory. Thus, the power imbalance is set, a detailed, timely official record versus your fading, stressed recollection. The act of creating your own record rebalances the scales. It captures your perspective while it is freshest, before contamination. It is a declaration that your account matters. Part 2. The anatomy of the record. What to capture. Precisely. Your record should be created as soon as it is safe to do so, ideally within minutes of the stop ending. Pull over in a safe, legal parking spot if you are too agitated to drive. Do not wait until you get home. The contemporaneous nature of the note is part of its legal and persuasive weight. Use whatever tool is most immediate: the Notes app on your phone, a voice memo, a physical notebook you keep in your glove compartment. The medium is less important than the act. Structure your record with the following categories. The prelude. Where were you? Date and exact time. Location, specific street, highway, mile marker, direction of travel. Weather conditions. Was it raining, affecting visibility? Traffic conditions. Your exact speed if you know it, and the speed limit. What prompted you to notice the officer? Lights, siren, something else. The stop itself. Where did you pull over? A precise description, e.g., shoulder near the 42nd St. off-ramp, parking lot of the closed CVS. The officer's approach. Which side did they come to? Did they announce the reason for the stop immediately? Their exact wording, if you can recall. Good afternoon. The reason I stopped you is different from, do you know why I pulled you over? The latter is an interrogation tactic, not an information-sharing one. The officer's demeanor and instructions, a factual description. Were they courteous, terse, agitated? Did they ask for license and registration only, or also for proof of insurance? Did they issue any commands? Please keep your hands on the wheel. Step out of the vehicle. Do you have any weapons in the car? Note the sequence. Did they return to their vehicle before asking you to step out? Timing is critical. The conversation. This is the core. Recreate the dialogue as best you can. Your answers and their questions. Key areas include reason for stop, the stated violation. Was it speeding, a broken taillight, lane deviation? Document the alleged infraction precisely. Requests for search. Any question about searching your vehicle is monumental. Do you mind if I take a look in your car? You don't have anything illegal in there, do you? Note your response verbatim. A polite refusal is your constitutional right. Additional questions. Officers often use traffic stops as fishing expeditions. Where are you coming from? Where are you headed? Have you had anything to drink tonight? Your participation in this casual conversation is voluntary beyond identifying yourself. Document these questions. Your conduct. What did you say? Did you admit to anything? I might have been going a little fast. Did you apologize? Note it. Admissions, even seemingly harmless ones, can be used against you. The outcome. Did you receive a warning or a citation? If a ticket, what is the exact statute number and violation written on it? E.g., CVC 22352, Basic Speed Law. Did the officer explain how to pay or contest it? What was their closing statement? Physical evidence. Use your phone's camera. Take pictures of the location where the stop occurred, panoramic and specific. Your vehicle from all angles, showing any alleged equipment issue, like a taillight that is, in fact, working. Your speedometer, if relevant, the citation itself. A picture of a fully functional light taken minutes after a stop for a broken light is powerful evidence. Witnesses. Were there passengers in your car? Note their names. Did anyone else observe the interaction? A pedestrian? Another driver? Note it. This record is for you and your attorney. It is not to be shared on social media or used to confront the officer. Its purpose is preservation. Part 3. The aftermath. When the record becomes your shield. Now you have a choice. Pay the ticket or contest it. Most people pay, viewing it as an annoying tax. But points on your license increase insurance premiums for years, often totaling thousands of dollars. A serious violation can lead to suspension. And sometimes a traffic stop is the prelude to more serious charges. A DUI, a drug possession charge stemming from a contested search. This is where your record transitions from a personal note to a legal instrument. In a traffic court hearing, the officer will testify based on their report. Their narrative will be smooth, professional, and assured. When it is your turn without a record, you will be left with, I think, and I don't remember exactly, but you will appear uncertain, and uncertainty loses to official certainty. With your contemporaneous record, you can cross-examine effectively or provide credible testimony. You can say, Officer, you stated I was speeding at 62 in a 45 zone. My note, made at 3:05 p.m., moments after the stop, records that you initially told me I was stopped for following too closely. Can you explain this discrepancy? Or, your report says I consented to a search of my trunk. My audio memo, recorded while still parked at the scene, contains me clearly saying, Officer, I do not consent to any searches. Suddenly, the hearing is no longer about your faulty memory versus their report. It is about their report versus your evidence. For more serious charges, this record is the first thing your defense attorney will ask for. It allows them to file motions to suppress evidence. For example, if the officer expanded the scope of the stop without reasonable suspicion or conducted an illegal search. The Fourth Amendment's protections against unreasonable searches and seizures are often litigated on the minute details of a traffic stop. Your record provides the factual matrix for that crucial litigation. The suspense-driven question. Given that an officer's initial stated reason for a stop legally dictates the permissible scope of the entire encounter, what single, seemingly innocent question from an officer, asked after they've handed back your documents and issued a warning, should immediately signal to you that they are attempting to conduct an unconstitutional, warrantless search of your vehicle without your knowledge? Part 4. The broader landscape. Understanding the system you're in. To fully appreciate the necessity of this practice, one must understand the architecture of traffic enforcement. It is a system of volume, efficiency, and institutional presumptions. Automated systems for citation processing, pre-written report templates, and courtroom schedules that favor quick pleas all create pressure for you to comply and concede. We will delve into the pretext stop doctrine, the legal reality that an officer can stop you for a minor violation, a license plate light out, to investigate a hunch about something more serious, a drug run. Your record of the minor, often quickly resolved original violation can show the prolonged detention that followed was unlawful. The DUI investigation. How a stop for weaving morphs into a field sobriety test. Your record of your own coherent speech, ability to produce documents, and the officer's shifting rationale can be vital. The mechanics of challenge. How to request a formal hearing, the discovery process, getting the officer's dashed or body cam footage, their full report, and how your notes guide your attorney's strategy. When it's more than a ticket, what to do and not do if the stop leads to arrest. The imperative of invoking your right to an attorney and remaining silent, and how your pre-arrest record still serves as a foundational document. This is not about fostering antagonism toward law enforcement. Many stops are conducted professionally and lawfully. This is about prudent self-defense in a system where you are at a significant informational and procedural disadvantage. It is about taking responsibility for your own narrative. Conclusion: the habit of empowerment. The single act of documenting a traffic stop does more than create a record. It cultivates a mindset. It moves you from a passive object of state action to an aware, prepared individual. It reinforces your own agency within the legal process. It is a quiet, powerful habit that costs you 5 minutes, but can save you thousands of dollars, countless hours, and immeasurable hardship. Make this practice as routine as putting on your seatbelt. Keep a dedicated notebook or use a secure app. Teach it to your teenage driver. Share it with your family. In a world where interactions with authority are often asymmetrical, this is your tool for creating balance, for ensuring that your voice, in its most accurate and immediate form, is never lost. Your safety and your rights are paramount. Do not let them fade in your rearview mirror. Document, preserve, and protect. Call to action. If this deep dive into protecting your rights has been valuable, imagine having this level of legal insight at your fingertips for all of life's complex situations. Subscribe to the channel now. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video where we break down the law, empower your decisions, and help you build an unshakable foundation of knowledge. Your future self will thank you. Subscribe today.